Have you ever wondered if someone in your life has deeper feelings for you than they're letting on? Maybe it's a close friend who always seems to be there for you, or someone you've been dating who shows you they care in a million little ways, but those 3 little words just haven't crossed their lips yet. Here's the thing. Not everyone expresses love the same way. Some people shout it from the rooftops, while others whisper it through their actions. Some are afraid of vulnerability, others have been hurt before, and some simply show love differently than they say it. 9 unmistakable signs that someone loves you, even if they haven't found the courage or the moment to actually say those words out loud. By the end of this video, you'll have a much clearer picture of where you stand with that special someone in your life. Sign number 1. They remember everything about you. When someone loves you, your words become precious to them. They don't just hear what you're saying, they treasure it. Think about it. How many conversations do you have in a day? Dozens, probably. Most of them fade into background noise pretty quickly. But when someone loves you, the things you say stick with them in a completely different way. They remember that you mentioned loving a particular type of flower during a casual conversation 3 months ago. They recall that you said you were nervous about a presentation at work, and they check in on you afterward. They bring up that funny story you told them about your childhood, or they surprise you with your favorite coffee order that you only mentioned once. This isn't just about having a good memory. It's about the fact that everything connected to you matters to them. Your thoughts, your experiences, your preferences, they all get filed away in a special place in their mind because you occupy a special place in their heart. When someone loves you, listening to you isn't just polite conversation. It's like they're collecting pieces of your soul, treasuring each detail because it helps them understand and connect with the person they care about most. Sign number 2, they go out of their way for you. Love isn't just a feeling, it's a verb. And when someone loves you, you'll see it in their actions, especially in how they prioritize your needs and happiness, sometimes even above their own convenience. Maybe they offer to pick you up from the airport at an unreasonable hour without you even asking. Perhaps they cancel their own plans to help you move, or they drive across town just to bring you soup when you're sick. These aren't grand romantic gestures from a movie. They're the everyday sacrifices that reveal someone's true feelings. What makes this sign particularly telling is the consistency of it. Anyone might do you a big favor once or twice, but someone who loves you will repeatedly put your needs first. They'll take the long way home to drop you off. They'll stay up late helping you with a project. They'll rearrange their schedule to accommodate yours. The key here is that they do these things without being asked, and they do them without expecting anything in return. It's not transactional. It's simply an overflow of their care for you. When someone loves you, making you happy becomes one of their own sources of joy. Pay attention to the small sacrifices as much as the big ones. Sometimes love shows up most clearly in someone's willingness to be slightly inconvenienced for your benefit. Sign number 3, they're protective of you. There's something deeply instinctual about wanting to protect the people we love. When someone has fallen for you, you'll notice they naturally step into a protective role in your life. This doesn't mean they're possessive or controlling. That's different entirely. Healthy protectiveness comes from love and respect, not fear and ownership. You might notice they walk on the side of the sidewalk closer to traffic. They make sure you get home safely after a night out. When someone criticizes you unfairly, they're quick to defend you, even when you're not around to hear it. They might steer you away from people who don't treat you well, or they'll speak up when someone crosses a boundary with you. They pay attention to your comfort level in social situations and are ready to step in if you need an out. This protective instinct often extends to your emotional well-being too. They'll try to shield you from unnecessary stress or drama. They might handle certain difficult conversations for you, or take on tasks they know you find overwhelming. The beautiful thing about this sign is that it comes from a place of genuine care. They're not trying to control your life. They're trying to make your life easier and safer because your well-being matters to them more than almost anything else. Sign number 4, their body language changes around you. Our bodies often betray our feelings long before our words do. When someone loves you, their entire physical presence shifts when you're around, usually in ways they're not even conscious of. Watch their eyes. Do they light up when you walk into a room? Do they maintain eye contact when you're talking, as if they're hanging on every word? Love makes people naturally drawn to look at the object of their affection. You might catch them stealing glances at you when they think you're not looking. Notice their posture when you're together. They probably lean in when you're speaking, unconsciously closing the physical distance between you. Their body naturally turns toward you in group settings, even when they're talking to someone else. Touch is another big indicator. They might find excuses for casual physical contact. A hand on your shoulder when they're laughing at your joke, brushing your arm when they walk past, or lingering just a bit longer during hugs. Their overall energy changes too. Someone who loves you often becomes more animated and engaged when you're around. They might be quieter in groups but come alive in one-on-one conversations with you. Even their nervous habits can be telling. They might fidget more around you, not because they're uncomfortable, but because your presence affects them in ways they can't quite control. These unconscious physical responses are some of the most honest indicators of someone's true feelings. Sign number 5. They make time for you. Always in our busy world, time is perhaps the most precious gift we can give someone. When a person loves you, they don't just make time for you occasionally. They prioritize you consistently in their schedule. Or, this goes beyond just hanging out when it's convenient. They carve out time for you even when their calendar is packed. They'll suggest getting coffee before work, call you during their lunch break, or stay up talking with you even when they have an early morning. What's particularly telling is how they handle scheduling conflicts. When something comes up that conflicts with your plans, they don't just cancel. They offer alternatives. They reschedule. They make sure you know that missing time with you bothers them too. They also make time for the little things. They don't just show up for the big events in your life, though they definitely do that too. They make time for random phone calls, impromptu visits, and those seemingly unimportant moments that actually end up meaning everything. Notice how they respond when you reach out. Someone who loves you will make themselves available, even if they're busy. They might not be able to talk for long, but they'll answer. They'll text back. They'll find a way to connect, even briefly. Their time investment goes beyond just being present physically. They're emotionally present too. When they're with you, they're really with you. Not distracted, not checking their phone constantly, not rushing off to the next thing. Sign number 6. They support your dreams and goals. When someone loves you, your happiness becomes intertwined with their own happiness. This means they genuinely want to see you succeed and thrive, even if your dreams take you in directions that don't directly benefit them. They remember your goals and check in on your progress. If you mentioned wanting to learn a new skill, they might send you articles or resources related to it. If you're working toward a career change, they encourage you through the difficult moments and celebrate your small wins along the way. What's beautiful about this sign is that their support often comes with no strings attached. They're not supporting your dreams because they expect something in return. They're supporting them because seeing you happy and fulfilled makes them happy too. They might even make sacrifices to help you achieve your goals. Maybe they offer to help you practice for an interview, or they take on extra responsibilities so you can focus on a big project. They might encourage you to take risks that could potentially benefit you, even if those risks create uncertainty for them. Pay attention to how they react when good things happen to you. Someone who loves you won't be jealous of your success. They'll be genuinely excited for you. They'll want to hear all the details, and they'll celebrate your achievements as if they were their own. This support extends to your personal growth too. They encourage you to become the best version of yourself, even if that means you might outgrow certain aspects of your current life. True love wants what's best for you, even when it's complicated. Sign number 7. They include you in their future plans. When someone loves you, you naturally become part of how they envision their future. They might not explicitly say, "I love you," but they'll consistently include you in their plans, both immediate and long-term. You'll notice this in small ways first. They'll mention events months from now and assume you'll be there. They'll talk about trips they want to take and include you in the planning. They'll discuss goals they have and factor in how those goals might affect you too. This inclusion often happens so naturally that you might not even notice it at first. They'll say things like, "When we go to that restaurant you mentioned," or "Next summer, we should definitely visit that place." The word "we" starts appearing more frequently in their vocabulary when they talk about the future. They might introduce you to important people in their life. Family members, longtime friends, colleagues, which is their way of integrating you into their broader world. When someone loves you, they want you to be part of their life story, not just a chapter in it. Even bigger decisions start to involve your input. They might ask for your opinion on job opportunities, living situations, or major purchases. This isn't because they can't make decisions alone, but because your thoughts and feelings matter to them, and they want to make choices that work well for both of you. The key is that this inclusion feels natural and unforced. They're not trying to trap you or pressure you into commitment. Instead, they genuinely can't imagine their future without you in it, so including you just makes sense to them. Sign number 8. They share their vulnerable side. Opening up emotionally is one of the scariest things we can do. When someone starts sharing their fears, insecurities, past struggles, and deepest thoughts with you, it's a sign that they trust you with their heart, which often means you have their heart. This vulnerability might come in different forms. Maybe they tell you about their childhood fears or their worries about the future. Perhaps they share stories about past relationships or family struggles. They might admit their insecurities or talk about their dreams that feel too big or scary to voice to others. What makes this particularly significant is that they're choosing to be vulnerable with you specifically. In a world where we often feel pressure to seem like we have everything figured out, choosing to show someone your messy, complicated human side is an act of love. They trust you with information they wouldn't share with just anyone. They know you'll be gentle with their secrets and kind with their fears. This level of emotional intimacy often develops before physical intimacy and can be even more meaningful. You might also notice they come to you when they're struggling. You're one of the first people they want to talk to when something goes wrong, or when they need advice, or when they just need someone to listen. Being someone's emotional safe harbor is a profound responsibility and usually indicates deep feelings. This vulnerability is often reciprocal too. They create space for you to share your own struggles and fears, and they respond with the same gentleness and support they hope to receive from you. Sign number 9. They show genuine interest in your world. When someone loves you, they don't just want to spend time with you. They want to understand you. They're genuinely curious about your world, your interests, your background, and all the things that make you who you are. Maybe your favorite hobby is something they've never tried, but they ask questions about it and might even want to learn. Perhaps you come from a different cultural background, and they take genuine interest in understanding your traditions and experiences. They remember details about your family and friends. They ask follow-up questions about situations you've told them about. If you mention a book you love, they might read it too. Not because they have to, but because they want to understand what moves you. This curiosity extends to your opinions and perspectives too. They value your thoughts on everything from current events to personal philosophy. They don't just wait for their turn to talk. They actually want to hear what you think and understand how you see the world. When you're excited about something, they want to understand why. When something upsets you, they want to understand that too. Your inner world fascinates them because you fascinate them. This interest is sustained over time. It's not just the excitement of getting to know someone new. It's an ongoing desire to keep discovering new layers of who you are. Even after they know you well, they continue to be curious about your thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Love doesn't always announce itself with grand declarations or dramatic gestures. More often, it whispers through consistent actions, gentle protections, and the countless small ways someone chooses to prioritize your happiness and well-being. If you recognize several of these signs in someone's behavior toward you, there's a good chance they have deeper feelings than they've expressed in words. Remember, though, that everyone shows love differently, and some of these signs might be stronger in certain people than others. The most important thing to remember is that healthy love, whether spoken or unspoken, should make you feel valued, respected, and cherished. It should add positivity to your life, not anxiety or confusion. If you're seeing these signs and wondering what to do next, consider having an honest conversation about your feelings and theirs. Sometimes people need permission or encouragement to be vulnerable with their emotions. And if you're watching this because you recognize yourself in these behaviors, if you're the one showing love through actions while struggling to find the words, remember that your feelings are valid and worth expressing. The right person will appreciate your courage in being vulnerable, regardless of how they respond. What do you think? Have you experienced any of these signs in your own relationships? Or maybe you recognize yourself as someone who shows love this way. I'd love to hear your stories and experiences in the comments below. And if this video helped you gain some clarity about a relationship in your life, consider sharing it with someone who might benefit from these insights too. Don't forget to subscribe for more relationship advice and psychology insights. I post new videos every week to help you navigate the beautiful, complicated world of human connections. Thanks for watching, and remember, love is all around us, even when it's not spoken out loud.